Girl suddenly realized there was a boy living in her home, and instantly, she felt a wave of disgust, because the love that once belonged to her, was now being shared. Her classmates teased her, saying she was living with Natsum, so she blamed all her humiliation on the boy named Natsum, and Natsum, who quietly watched everything, took all the blame onto himself. He wanted to apologize, but at dinner, the girl barely ate, and walked away without a word. Natsum kept searching for the right moment to apologize, but the silence at the table made it impossible for him to swallow even a bite. That night, he stared at the photo of his parents, and only in that moment did he feel truly loved. The next day, the girl demanded to know why he didn't go back to his own home. Natsum froze, because he could barely remember his parents' faces anymore. The only place that ever felt comforting was the empty shrine where he hid after school. He ran there again after class, trying to mend his heart. Then a thought hit him. If he could find his old house, maybe he could remember his mom and dad. So he asked the girl's father where his home was. The man told him, and just when Natsum felt warmth bloom in his chest, a monster appeared in front of him. The creature offered to help him by eating the girl he supposedly hated, but Natsum never hated her, so he chased the monster away immediately. The girl saw everything, and hated Natsum even more. Still clutching the address to his old home, Natsum felt a quiet warmth spread through him. He returned to the shrine, and fell asleep as if he were finally home. When he woke up, a heavy storm had rolled in. He was trapped, unable to return, and all he could think was how he had caused trouble for his foster parents again. Late into the night, the rain finally weakened, and someone came searching for him. His foster parents apologized over and over to the people who found him, never blaming Natsum once. That only made his chest ache more. The girl couldn't stand it anymore. Why were her parents apologizing for Natsum's mistakes? She rushed forward and hit him. Natsum couldn't say a word. He just turned and ran. He ran out of the house, heading toward the home he barely remembered. Standing by the river, looking at the countless glowing windows, he realized not a single one of them belonged to him. Years later, these memories resurfaced because a monster had stirred them awake. The creature, named Mushishi, offered a deal. Draw me a mouth and I'll eat all your painful memories. But Natsum refused, because those memories, as painful as they were fragments of who he had become. He didn't want to erase them. With sheer willpower, he forced the creature out of his body. Madara, his so-called cat teacher, had been waiting. He instantly returned to his true form, and crushed the monster in one bite. Natsum reached out and petted him, feeling a warmth he never thought he'd experience in his life. After everything settled, Natsum and Madara finally found his old home. The road back had been long. He had grown from a frightened child into a young man, but he finally opened the door. The house was empty, stripped bare, yet in the corner, a drawing remained. Proof that he had lived here. Proof that he had been loved. His dad hadn't even wiped it off. Natsum curled up in the corner again, just like when he was little, and he remembered how his father gently told him that his mother had planted flowers in the yard. How had those warm memories shrunk down to so little?